Right, Robbie? Oh, yeah, buddy.
We've got Rob eating vegetarian.
This has got more flavour than dinner. I didn't want the lamb or the beef.
Of course not.
I really wanted 3 crackers, 2 bits of cauliflower, some peas, and some broccoli.
You love it, Rob. The vegan menu.
How are you guys fat? Look at this shit. Nah, it's shit.
You're going to love it for your New Year's resolution. We've got lots of vegans in Kaiapoi. As many as vegans in Invercargill.
There's a reason we don't.
Now, courtesy of Speaker City, which is slashing prices on everything from beepers to DVD players, give a warm Harrison University welcome to my pal and your favorite, Mr. Snoop Dogg.
All right, so here's the bad news. Yeah, Snoop couldn't be here tonight, but don't worry, you've got me. Snoop cancelled at the last minute due to COVID. He was supposed to be in Christchurch this time, which is really strange. It's probably the only time he's ever been worried about what he's inhaling. Ladies and gents, tēnā koutou katoa, nō mai haere mai te pai o te tahi Christchurch. Ko David Boot toko ingoa, ko EV City toko mahi, ko MTA Coast to Coast Committee kai whakaari. My name is David Boot from EV City. Welcome to the Dubai Convention Centre and welcome to the MTA Gala Award Dinner for 2022. Tonight we are also encompassing 2020 and 2021. You're getting extra bang for your buck, that's 3 for the price of 1. Adding value wherever I go tonight. A little bit about me, fun fact for all of you, it is important we get this out of the way. I am the only man you know that has had 2 vasectomies and have to go back for a 3rd. I think it's important to note, we're all friends here, I think it's good that we've got that out there. Yeah, all friends. Stays in the room though, okay? Now, there's always housekeeping to attend to, so let's get that nasty bit out of the way. If you saw this building being built, you'd know there's more steel in this place than there are lies in the National Party. So I think if we have an earthquake, we're going to be absolutely fine. But if you've got someone good looking at your table, then the recommended thing to do is duck, cover and hold. Toilets are backwards towards you behind and around the corner. We've got ladies on the left, gents on the right. If you're unsure which toilet you belong in, the Labour Party conference is down the corridor and most certainly around the bend. Just use those new fancy pronouns of yours as a password. Tonight, we celebrate our first year on parole. We're going to do this in style. There'll be some eating, drinking, laughing, dancing, and we are going to be entertained by one of New Zealand's best loved comedians. So who's excited for that? I know, right? Wait. And after I'm finished, we'll also hear from some guy named Tom Sainsbury. I hope that's right, is it? I hope so. Before we get started, we'll take the roll. Make sure everyone's here tonight. So a quick hands up, let's just get this done quickly, okay? You put your salmon down for a second. Let's start with the most important people in the room, of course, sales. Where are the sales people amongst us? 1 couple, not last month. Anyone else? Just a few. If you are sitting next to a salesperson, no, you may not switch seats, but we do encourage you to record the number of your wristwatch. Who's next? Admin. Where are the administrators? Any administrators? Couple? Oh, in the corner. Never put admin in the corner, eh, boys? Learned that one the hard way. Now, it's a bit of a nothing joke, really. Almost, I'd give it a 0. Reconcile that at all. Paint and panel. You guys know where you are? You know you're here. Is there any paint and panel, boys? Just easy on the beers if you are here tonight, boys. We know what you've been sniffing all day. Now, mechanics, technicians, tyre guys, auto sparkies, show me those hands. Where are you all? Very clean hands. A lot of technicians in the building. Now, we have just had a complaint in from a customer we served last week. Lovely lady, you remember her. Her name's Karen. I'll just read out that complaint. We'll just have a quick toolbox talk about it and we'll move on. All right, so here we go. Karen states, Ever since you replaced the wiper blades on my Renault Megane, the engine now makes a loud bang when turning left. She goes on to say, my mate who knows a lot about cars confirms that it definitely wasn't like that before you replaced the wiper blades. She also goes on to say she'll need a bigger loan car and she'll be taking her 2 St. Bernards to Nelson while we fix it. So if we can make sure it's full of gas, and I'm sure we're looking forward to seeing her on Monday. Make sure we charge her for some blinker fluid this time. Now, thanks to our title sponsors, Repco, B&T and Our Auto, we do have a gift for all of the mechanics and technicians in the building. So if you'd all just reach under your seat, I'm serious, we'll just reach under your seat, you should find a 10mm socket taped to the bottom of the seat. No? Some of the old hands, Andre didn't even bother looking, he knew the 10mm had already gone missing. But thanks to those sponsors, there is actually a ticket under the back right of your seat, wedged in the frame. I know, because I stuck it there. Don't worry, I know who's winning the thing, but anyway, you might as well pull it out, because later on, we are going to make a mystery draw, and if your number gets pulled out, you will win $1,000, which is pretty good, eh? Yeah, I know. Just a little bit over minimum wage. Thanks, Cindy. Now, apprentices. The apprentices, are they still looking for the 10mm? Have we got any apprentices in tonight? Did they show up? Any? Hands up for the apprentices. Where are they? No apprentices. One apprentice in the tournament. Here's a pro tip: send them to the bar and ask for a left-handed beer. That'll annoy the shit out of them. All right, that leaves us with the rest of you. MTA committee members from the coast to coast region. Where are we all sitting? Can we all please put our hands up? A lot like a normal committee meeting, lots of beers, lots of food, no one sitting next to each other, that's good. Now this motley crew, ladies and gentlemen, these are the people that represent you to the MTA leadership and the board. So can we please commiserate with it, thank them for that. We also need to specifically acknowledge Joris Sanders from Leading Edge Automotive, who tonight has been released on parole after serving 16 years on the Coast to Coast Committee, and 10 of those as your chairman. Just for reference, David Bain got less time than Joris. So please join me in thanking and acknowledging Joris's efforts. All right, that's enough. Let's not lose sight of the fact that tonight is largely about me. And on that note, I'd like to introduce the next sucker who will be chairing the Coast to Coast Committee. Please join me in giving you a rapturous round of applause for your new Coast to Coast Committee chairperson, me. Hold on. Joris, this is a paid gig, right? No? But the MC thing, that's paid, right? Awesome. As you can imagine, there was a rigorous selection process involving Joris saying something like, Dave will do. I don't even think I was at that meeting, so thanks, Joris. I do have an acceptance speech here from Dave, who couldn't be with us tonight, as he's emceeing the whole bloody thing. Unpaid, I might add. So I'll just read that now. He says, ladies and gentlemen, it's a huge privilege for you all that I'm going to be your next regional chairperson. He's humble, it's a good trait. Thank you to Joris for the nomination to succeed you as chairperson. I truly appreciate your support. He goes on to say, as your new chair, I'll be working, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, moving on. We should also acknowledge members from the Aorangi Committee who have crossed the Rangitata border tonight. That bridge is still standing firm, is it? We'll work on it. Also a quick mention to the Northern Regional Chairman, Rob, who's managed to escape the madness of Auckland. Well done, that man. Can someone get him a dobro? Make him feel at home. Also like to acknowledge MTA Life and Guild members. Are there any of them here tonight? No, I wouldn't have bothered either, but I suppose that's good. Board members past and present, a few of those, hands up. Good to see you here. Now, MTA Member Services Manager, Sean Stevens, is with us tonight, so if your member is not being serviced, catch up with Sean on the break. And our interim CEO, Ian Pike, who's been really steady through the crew changes here, so thank you very much, Ian. Would also like to thank Bob Boniface, our illustrious president, who we were going to ask to attend tonight, but then we thought better of it. It's not quite, there's a story behind it. We just realised we're not qualified anaesthesiologists, and we weren't really prepared to administer Bob without knowing how much you'd take before you fell asleep. A few of us don't know each other, it seems. So we're going to play a game, a little crowd participation to get you all squirming in your seats and see what you're all thinking. Who gave this guy a microphone? Well, that was Mel. Have we all met Mel? Can you stand up, Mel, or remain standing? Mel is our regional coordinator. Go on, Mel, stand up. We'll wait until you do. So Mel is our regional coordinator, and in fact she is the only part of the committee, as I've just learned, that gets paid. And rightfully so. She's the one behind the emails, she organises the training events, and she organised tonight. So please, one more time, a round of applause for Mel. Thank you very much. And remember, if I'm not funny, it's Mel's fault. Well, it's either that or you're wrong. Now, let's get to know each other. So, a little bit of crowd participation. We're all going to participate in a quiz, so if you don't mind, or even if you do mind, can you all please stand up? We will wait till everyone does. I've got all night. Stork hasn't had too much to drink already, has he? Good, okay. Really simple game. Yeah, good idea. Have a drink, I will too. Okay, so the game is called Heads or Tails. Here's how it works. I'll ask a question with 2 multiple choice answers. And if you think option A is correct, you're going to put your hands on your head. If you think option B is correct, you're going to put your hands on your tail. So heads, tails. Everyone got it? Anyone know? Need me to show them what your tail is? Not you, Yoris. No? Everyone understand the rules? We'll crack on to it. We will have a test question just so we can identify our heads from our asses. You won't go out for this round. Test question then. What is the name of the van in Scooby-Doo? What is the name of the van in Scooby-Doo? Is it Heads, the Mystery Machine? Or is it Tails, the Shag and Wagon? Heads or Tails? Yoris, vote now, or you'll be out. Anyone got their hands on their ass? A few episodes seems like that, but of course you are all right. All right, so let's get started. Now there is a prize involved. We do have this lovely bottle of whiskey. Now you will have all heard the rumours on Facebook. No, this is for your benefit. This is health and safety. We take them seriously. There is a rumour that the Scots are watering down their whiskey, so we'll just make sure that's not the case. Health and safety. This is my health, your safety. Okay, so we'll just check that up first. Make sure we're not wasting your time. It's whiskey. All right, so we're playing for what's left in the bottle. Could be a long night. Question 1. For what's left? What is the world's best-selling car? Is it Heads, the Toyota Corolla, or is it Tails, the Volkswagen Golf? Vote now, people. Heads, Corolla, Tails, Golf. Anyone got their hands on their ass? It was, of course, Heads, Corolla. We all knew that, didn't we? Apparently not. Out so soon? Oops. Question 2. How long does it take an airbag to inflate during a car crash? Is it Heads? You did. 1 second. Or is it Tails? 40 milliseconds. Heads, 1 second. Tails, 40 milliseconds. Anyone got their hands on their head? Well, you're dead. Tails, 40 milliseconds. And 1. Question 3. This will trip a few of you up. What is the longest road in the world? Is it Heads, the AH1, Asian Highway 1, travels through a big place called China, or is it Tails, the Pan American Highway? So Heads, Asia, Arse, America. Seemed like the best way of doing that one. Vote now. That's going to get a few of you. There is only one thing bigger than the Pan American Highway, and that's probably the arse some of you are holding on to right now. From Prudhoe in Alaska to Ushuaia in Argentina at 30,000 kilometres long, the Pan American is the longest. The AH1 is a measly 20,000 kilometres long. So if you had your hands on your heads, sit down. Just a quick check. Still whiskey. Right. Here's one that'll upset you. What animal, question 4, what animal features on the Porsche logo? on the Porsche logo. Okay, so heads if you think it's a bull, tails, and make it clap if you think it's a horse. Porsche logo, not the Ferrari logo. I may have just thrown that out as a quick trap. So heads if you think it's a bull, vote now, we're all in. Heads, you're out. It is, in fact, of course, a horse. In fact, they shared the similar logo to Ferrari for many years. Question 5, how are we getting on? How many are we down to? Good 30% or so? Only one at this table? Good work. Question 5. Question 5, who is the oldest car manufacturer still in business today? So who is the oldest car manufacturer who is still in business today? Is it heads, Mercedes-Benz, or is it tails, the Ford Motor Company? Heads, Benz, tails, Ford. We all done? Voting now? Closed. Okay, use your heads, people. Mercedes was founded in 1883 and originally produced a Mercedes patent motor wagon, which had a massive 2/3 of a horsepower, which is about the same as a new Ranger. That's what I hear. It's in the speech. Ford was incorporated a full 20 years later in 1903. So if Henry Ford was your man, sit down. How many are we down to? Still with a few? All right. Question 6. Question 6. What does Volkswagen mean? Is it heads, our car, or tails, people's car? Heads, our car, tails, people's car. Is that going to catch you on out? It is. It is, of course, if you say it in its true tongue, the Volkswagen, or the Volkswagen, or the people's wagon. Bonus points, just call it out for me. Who started Volkswagen? Anyone? Just call it out. Nice start, boys. Don't be afraid. It was, in fact, the Labour Front of the Nazi Party, under, of course, Adolf Hitler. So it was, in fact, tails, the people's car. Kind of ironic, since Hitler didn't seem like much of a people's person. There is another joke in there about the Volkswagen diesel emission cheating scandal being the second time he tried to gas the world, but I think we'll leave that out. It does say here to leave that joke alone, so I'll leave it out. Any Mel Gibson fans? No? Okay. Question 7. How many are we down to? A few more? Jeez, you might run me out. I might have to get back on the internet. Which car manufacturer, this will ruin your night, which car manufacturer uses the ancient chemical symbol for iron as its logo? So iron as in the metal iron, tin iron, you get it? Is it heads, Volvo, or tails, Saturn? So which car manufacturer uses the ancient chemical symbol for iron as its logo? Heads, Volvo, or tails, Saturn? We'll just keep waiting until we've got all votes in. Voting closed. It is, of course, heads, Volvo. Alchemists also used this logo as the symbol for man. I think it was Ford's logo that was used as the symbol for ladies. It says so here. Question 8. How many are left? How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If the 8 of you or so that are still in, if you wouldn't mind joining us on the dance floor, just how many we're down to? Good stuff. We are looking for only one winner. The whiskey is getting low. Let's get moving. Question 8. How many stars feature on the Subaru logo? How many stars feature on the Subaru logo? Don't worry, it is multi-choice. You're only half you're going to get wrong. Is it heads, 5, or tails, 6? Heads, 5, tails, 6. Vote now. What have we got? Looking back for support. Voting closed. It is, of course, tails. 6. But hold on, you can't be all out, so we'll just have a do-over because someone's got to win and I'm not splitting a bottle of whiskey that far. You two ladies can join us again if you like. I can't send you all out. Bloody embarrassing note. It's actually, fun fact, named after the cluster of stars known internationally as Pleiades, or more locally known as Matariki. Good work, someone knows. All right, question 9. Oh, ladies, you might as well have stayed put. I think this is going to piss you off. Who was Lewis Hamilton driving for between 2007 and 2012? So who did Lewis Hamilton drive for between 2007 and 2012? Was it heads, Mercedes or tails McLaren? So heads Mercedes, tails McLaren. Between 2007 and 2012, who did he drive for? It was, of course, tails McLaren, which will really piss you off because it used to be named McLaren Mercedes. But McLaren was a chassis manufacturer and they just borrowed an engine that actually worked. How many are we down to? This is going well. Question 10. The men are getting absolutely thumped. Well done. Question 10. In which city does the Dakar Rally start? Is it heads, Paris, or tails, Dakar? Heads, Paris, tails, Dakar. Which city does the Dakar Rally start? Seems to be an awful lot of helping going on. But fair enough. It was, of course, heads. Paris. Starts in Paris and ends 10,000 k's later in Dakar. Thank you for playing. You were probably one of the only ones that wasn't getting assisted. If you wouldn't mind just spreading yourselves out there. In fact, we've got 4 of you. Join us up on stage, please. Come around the end and join us up here. We will combine your entertainment tonight. That worked out well. Come on up. Use the stairs. All right. This one's going to suit you nicely. And you don't want your hair changed, do you? So you can just change that. There you go. Right, turn around, face the front. Let's see what we've got to work with. Working great. So for the last few questions are not multiple choice. If you want to answer the question, you're going to have to yell out with your business name as your buzzer. Okay, so I won't just be accepting answers just yelled at me. You've got to yell out your business name and then I will address you and then you can try and answer the question. Okay, just so you know, the questions here are impossible. But there is another way of winning. First person to get their ball in the cup without using their hands wins whatever's left in the bowl of whiskey. And it is getting low. So, in a minute, we'll say, what is that? Is it mistletoe? Let me know how that works out for you. Actually used that one the other night. Worked well, yeah. When you're finished with him, I am going to need them back. I am visiting a retirement village tomorrow, and it always goes down well. You won't believe the number of false teeth I've found on that one. So question number 1, are you ready? And you can start swinging whenever you like. Question number 1, Atlanta Hartfield Jackson was the busiest airport in 2011. How many passenger numbers went through it? Cool, 89,333,611. Question 2, if you drop a white hat into the Black Sea, what will it become? Which we have a winner! What bottle of whiskey for you? Okay, it will be another bottle of whiskey for anyone who can get it in the cup. It is possible. Oh! If you can just come back with them, leave them on the stage. I do need them again. Yeah, we're finished. You can done. And thank you very much for attending. Thank you very much. You just put them down on the stage behind you. Hold the rails on the way down. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause. You can do what you like. We're going to play some more games, but we're running out of time. So please catch your breath, enjoy your dinner, and I'll be right back afterwards to acknowledge a very special member of the audience. We'll lose our shit listening to Tom Salisbury, and Joris has promised even more comedy by joining us on the dance floor at the end of the evening. So, enjoy your dinner, and we'll be back after these messages. Thank you. Cheers.
He mihi mahana tēnā koutou katoa i tēnā wā. Ka mihi MTA whānau, haere mai, haere mai, haere mai. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, a really warm welcome this evening. I'd have to say, although we haven't paid a lot, or nothing for the MC, I think Dave deserves a big round of applause. Come on. I think after all this COVID stuff we've all been going through as communities, I think, isn't it awesome to be out celebrating with friends and MTA family? So for everyone coming out and braving it without masks, we are delighted everyone is here in the room. So I think each and every one at your tables, I think also, raise a toast please to being together and celebrating. Cheers everyone. Well done. Well, we're incredibly proud. Tonight, Andrew, another board of directors is here, but we actually have a really important celebration tonight. I'm very proud to be part of the Crusaders region, and while it's called Coast to Coast, come on, we are the Crusaders. So this champion region has a new director. So for those of you who don't know, in the MTA family there's 3,800 members, and every year there is a democratic election that happens, and Joris Sanders, who is the recent Coast to Coast chairman, has been elected onto the national board to represent members from a wide variety of sectors. So please, Ian and I are really proud to present to him his badge. And the badge, it's a really small piece of precious metal, but it's really hard earned, and this man really deserves it because he's given a huge amount to MTA. So please welcome Joris Sanders to the stage. The microphone's now yours. Thank you, folks. I'll leave Ian on the stage because he has one further duty, so leave him on the stage.
Well, I had written a bit of a speech for tonight, but I think Dave's already pretty much covered everything. So, a job sheet. Hey, look, I'm very excited to be nominated as MTA Director and to represent you members in the South Island. So yeah, very honoured to be elected, so thank you. Thank you to all those that have supported and encouraged me to stand for Director. So thank you to all the members that voted for me and all those that didn't.
We did twice, Joris.
Thanks, Paul. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank all those that have supported me over the years. I've been around for a while, 16 years on the MTA local committee, and yeah, we've organised a lot of different events. My executive that's worked with me, Mel, also, thank you. It's been a really good journey. I've met many members over the years and now have great friends all around the country. This is such a special family to be part of, and I'm just blown away really. Initially I started as an executive member on the Canterbury Branch Committee back in 2006. Soon became Vice President, then President, which then, with a regional change, I became Coast to Coast Regional Chair. Which incorporates Canterbury, Ashburton, West Coast, Nelson, Marlborough, and so we're MTA's largest geographical hub. I would just like to acknowledge and thank our guests that have travelled from our out of town today. So yeah, MTA's Vice President, Derek, thank you. CEO Ian Pike, MTA staff, Northern Region Chair Rob, and Aoraki Regional Committee, thank you for coming. Special thanks must go to the awesome sponsors who, time and time again, support MTA members with their assistance. This enables us to put on great events like this. So thank you, and let's put our hands together for the sponsors. I would just like to thank you all for attending this event tonight. It is now time to hand over the reins to Dave Boo. So Dave, owner of EV City, is your new Coast to Coast Regional Chair now. He was officially elected on last week at our committee meeting.
Yep.
So well done, Dave.
Thanks, mate.
So yeah, let's put our hands together for Dave. So yeah, we've just got a badge for Dave as well. So Dave has got a regional chair badge. So.
Yeah, where do I put it? Wherever you like. Put it on, I'll spit too hard. Don't need to do it. Well done.
Okay, so yeah, look, thanks everyone, and just want to say thanks to my wife, Natasha. She's my rock, so thank you.
Alright, thank you Stark, thank you Ian, thank you Joris, and congratulations Joris on what I'm told was actually a landslide victory. Joris is not only joining the board, but he's also remaining on the local executive committee. And impressively, for someone so busy, he still managed to find the time to charge me $673.82 for calibrating a rear view camera, camera in an i3. I don't know where you find the time. Actually, I don't know how you charged out that amount of time, but thank you very much.